Hi there, thanks for joining me on another video about my Elite Dangerous joystick build. So if you joined my previous videos, you can see that the stick is actually printed. I'm going to bring my camera over a bit. So we've got the stick itself here. Obviously I've printed this part now. This is all wired up. The top part here that's got the spaces for the buttons, I'm waiting on a circuit board that fits in there, so that isn't wired up yet until I get that circuit board. I don't have any ground pins either, so I've wired up one trigger, but the second trigger down here isn't working because there's nothing to wire it to at the moment. Inside here is an MCP 23017 IO expander because we're going to need a lot of pins for those hat switches. So that sits in there. That comes down here, the data lines for that, along with the hall sensors for your pitch and roll axes, come out here to this board that I had printed. And they come in here and then they go to the Pro Micro control board over there that I'll be using to run all of this. This should actually be sitting inside the gimbal base here, but it doesn't actually fit. I designed it to fit, but I didn't leave enough space for the wiring. So pro tip for people who are doing their first time doing any 3D printing or circuit design or anything like that, which is what this is, my first time doing this, leave space for the wires. So yeah, but the stick, as you can see, the stick is working. We have X, Y and Z control, and we also have a trigger, which means I have loaded up Elite Dangerous, and we're gonna see if I can find some people who are wanted to shoot at them so I can get killed, because I really am actually quite rubbish at this game. That's why I'm designing a stick, so I can get good. So bear with me whilst I try and find some people to kill me. Okay, I think we've got someone we can fire at here, so if the assistant police don't kill him soon enough, that is, we can maybe... Ah yeah, see there we've got multi-cannons on this, so I can really... Nice. That's one of the cool things about having a stick again. I've been flying with a Steam controller and it's really not very good to try and do combat in. I mean, you can do it, but it just doesn't have the ability to help you lock onto target, so you can track a target as you're firing and really, you know, actually play the game the way it was intended. So I'm really looking forward to this project being complete, that I can learn to get good. So we've got another person here. Oh, well, we've got someone here, so let's go after them. I'm going to hold on to the stick with one hand here because I don't have it mounted to the desk yet, but there we go. Reloading. I imagine we are, yeah. I am actually rubbish at combat, so I fully expect the comments to be full of people saying learn to play, get good. This is me trying to get good. That's why I'm building a stick, so I can get good. It's definitely easier to play this than with a Steam controller though. This allows you to... Yeah, get target shield off. Ooh, you're trying not to hit me, dude. Just I'm trying to kill you, there's no need to barge into me. People are so rude. So yeah, so this allows us to really fly with a lot of accuracy. Now the parts for this are going to be in the bill of materials I'm putting on GitHub, and we're going to have all the 3D files on GitHub as well, and I'll put them on Thingiverse too, so that you can build your own version of this. You will need to do some finishing work on it if it comes out of the printer. As you can see, it's got all these little grid lines on it. They're not very nice, but yeah, you can actually paint it and spray it and sand it down and do all of that stuff that you normally do with any kind of 3D model to finish it nicely. Here's one that we've actually done before. This is me testing out paint, so as you can see, that's a lot smoother and nicer to hold in your hand. This part here is going to be like the one in the game. You can see there on the screen. Can you see on the screen? Yeah. As you see in the one in the game, this is going to be a grip, so this will have some nice sticky rubber that will hold onto your hand. But yeah, you can sand it, paint it, spray it, then gloss it, and that'll take it up to a nice usable stick. What's left to do on this? I need to redesign the base slightly to fit this circuit board in. I think I'm going to switch the springs out as well because this is a little bit wobbly feeling. I think we need a bit more resistance to movement. I want it to be really more springy, so I'll use smaller springs that are more tightly wound. And yeah, I need to wait for this circuit board at the top so we can fit the hat switches and other switches at the top and wire everything in. Once I'm done with that, I'll be moving on to the armrests that are going to sit here either on my desk, attached to the desk, or on my actual chair attached to the armrests, and that'll contain the Arduino Pro Micro and also the springs the screens that'll sit here at the back of the stick, like with the one in game there. I have no free look, I can't show you, but if you go and look in game, you'll see that there's a couple of screens about here behind the stick, and they allow you to adjust the input profile of the stick. I assume, I mean, they're just screens on they're just graphics on the screen, but when they're on mine, they're going to allow you to adjust the pitch, roll, and your axis sensitivity on the fly, so input profiles like you get on some of the higher end sticks. And then obviously I've got these two panels here that I need to just start designing, so that's going to have an flight info screen on it, and that's all the button switches that I've got ready to wire up. So that'll be after the stick though, so for now it's just me and the stick. Signing off. I'm going to go and get killed by some more bad guys.